Most business owners think that YouTube is just for creators and influencers, and they're wrong. It's actually more like the world's largest trade show for your industry that never closes, and missing it could be costing you thousands of dollars in opportunities each and every week. So this video is actually part one of a 6-part series that I'm doing where I'm going to show you exactly how to use YouTube to grow your business by generating leads every single day and getting clients every single week. While everyone's fighting for attention on social media, where most of their posts will disappear within less than 48 hours, if not 8 hours, something different is actually happening on YouTube. And the YouTube platform not too long ago made an algorithm change that has been creating tons and tons of opportunities for business owners, especially if you are about to get started on YouTube, which you should be doing. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening on YouTube, why it matters for your business, why it's important for agencies, service providers, consultants like you and I to actually tap into this opportunity. And it's really not just another marketing channel, because when you understand what I'm about to share, you'll look at YouTube as really the most powerful business growth engine that's probably available right now. And no, you don't need to be a creator, have perfect production quality, and or spend hours and hours and hours making videos. In this 6-part series, we're going to cover, obviously in this video, why starting a YouTube channel I think is a must, my system for generating leads every day and clients every week from my YouTube videos, how I plan, script, and organize my YouTube videos, and I'm going to even bring you into my Notion template and how I organize my scripts and outline and plan. I'm going to break down how I film YouTube videos, from the cameras, the setup, and any other tips around the kind of recording of these videos. I'm going to break down the editing and repurposing workflow from when I did it by myself to then bringing on an editor. And in the last video, I'm going to show you how to use these YouTube videos throughout the rest of your business to make your life easier, how you use them in sales, how you use them in onboarding, how you use them throughout the rest of your content production process. Now, what makes this video different from all the other videos that are, telling you that YouTube is on easy mode is that I'm actually not a creator. I'm not trying to get tons of views and subscribers because I know that those are vanity metrics. I'm actually a business owner. I run a consulting and training company, and I've been using YouTube to grow my business with far more leverage than any other platform that I've ever used. So I've tested what works. I've also learned what doesn't. I still make plenty of mistakes, and I'm honestly still always learning. It's a challenging platform, but one that even while it's difficult can still reap tons of benefits for you and your business. And it's been working for me. That's what I'm going to be sharing for you. And these are the same strategies that are working now for many of our clients as well. So here's exactly what we're going to be covering in this video. First, I'm going to break down the 4 major shifts that are happening on YouTube right now that are creating tons of opportunities for business owners, agency owners, service providers, and the like. Then I'm going to break down and debunk the biggest objections or myths that I commonly hear, both from my clients that are probably holding you back because they're the same ones that held me back for years. And finally, I'm going to show you why YouTube isn't just another channel like LinkedIn or Instagram or TikTok or any of those other platforms that you might be using right now and or focusing on, and how YouTube is really more of like a complete ecosystem, a complete business growth engine that actually has some surprising benefits to it that I never even expected when I started my channel in the first place. So let's dive into what makes YouTube different from the other platforms right now. And there are 4 factors that I think you need to consider. The first factor is YouTube's reach. So I want to show you something fascinating about where your potential clients are spending their time. While most business owners are fighting for attention on LinkedIn, Facebook, insert other short form platform, YouTube actually dominates with 83% of all US adults. That's significantly higher than LinkedIn at 30% and Facebook at 60%, as you can see on this graph. But here's what's really interesting for service providers like myself, whether you're an agency, consultant, freelancer, when you look at the household income over $100,000, typically your ideal B2B clients, YouTube reaches 89% of them. If you compare that to LinkedIn, which only reaches 53% of that same group. Now, these aren't just passive viewers either, because people spend 49 minutes per day on YouTube compared to just 31 minutes on Facebook. So this actually means 2 things. One, your ideal clients are already on YouTube for sure. The second thing is that they're spending more time there than on any other platform that exists. And unlike social media where people mindlessly scroll, the beauty about YouTube is that most of the viewing is actually an intent-based experience. So they're actively searching for solutions to their problems. You start to see why YouTube isn't just another platform. It's where your next clients are already looking for someone just like you. Now, the second factor is B2B buying behavior. So here's what's fascinating that I found. B2B buying behavior, 70% of decision makers are watching videos during their purchasing experience, during their purchase process. The average buyer consumes 11 pieces of content before making a decision. This is actually part of something called the 7-11-4 rule that Google has talked about a lot. But here's what makes this really interesting. You've probably heard and maybe have seen people talking about this concept of a trust gap or a trust recession that we're in right now. And so understanding that, like, there are still 51% of business leaders think that they understand the value of customer trust, yet only 33% of their customers would actually agree with them. And as you can imagine, that's a huge disconnect. And so here's why that actually matters for YouTube specifically. When customers trust a company, 91% are likely to buy from them, and 88% will recommend them to others. Now, video is uniquely positioned, in my opinion, to build trust, right? I know that in our business that almost every single person that has signed up to work with us in the last 5 years has mentioned finding me on YouTube and binge watching our content. And that's what actually helped them believe that, we were the ones for them. So video, like I said, is uniquely positioned to build this trust. It lets people see the real you. It demonstrates your expertise in action. It creates a connection at scale, right? To be able to get thousands of views, it's like the equivalent of speaking in a huge conference that, like, imagine 1,000 people in a room. It's massive. And it lives forever. Like, unlike social posts on LinkedIn and, Instagram where you're scrolling, where things disappear within hours, I have videos from 6 years ago that are still bringing me leads every single day. So think about it. While most businesses are trying to build trust through traditional marketing or this, swipe and scroll marketing, you can actually use YouTube to show, not just tell, why you're actually trustworthy. And unlike other platforms where content disappears quickly, these trust building videos, each and every video you put onto your channel, can keep working for you year after year. Now, the third factor is the algorithm shift that YouTube has made. So something really exciting that most people don't actually know is YouTube recently made changes, 3 changes specifically, that have leveled the playing field for business owners, people that are just getting started on YouTube, people that have smaller channels, not a ton of subscribers yet. The first major change was they shifted from subscriber count to viewer interest, which means that you could have 0 subscribers and YouTube will still recommend your video right next to bigger channels if it's relevant to what someone's searching for. Now, the second major shift for the algorithm is that YouTube's now favoring expertise over entertainment. So if you can demonstrate deep knowledge in your field, YouTube will actually promote your content to people that are searching for solutions in your space, even if you're brand new to the platform. And now the third major update to the algorithm is that, probably the most important one in my opinion, is that they're now prioritizing helpful content over viral content. So this is huge for service providers like you and I, because it means that your educational, solution-focused videos can actually outperform bigger channels that are just trying to go viral. Now, I know I'm seeing this firsthand as well, because some of my recent videos with 500, 600 views are showing up next to channels that have similar relevant topics that have millions of views. This means that right now there is an opportunity for business owners like you, like me, to get in front of our ideal clients without needing a massive following or years and years of content creation. Meaning, like, if you produce useful content that is relevant and helpful, you will be shown alongside other videos that are similar, even if it's your first video. So your first video can actually start producing results. Now, I'm not promising you that, especially if I'm not working with you and holding your hand, but the game has changed and the opportunity is massive for us with each and every video that we create. Which brings me to the fourth factor of why YouTube, and it's the long game. I know that when I got into business, I was planning on being in business for years. And so when you think about YouTube, right, not just being another marketing channel, it's every video is like a long-term asset. So again, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, you post something today, later that day, it's probably not being found or seen by a lot of people. Now, the average YouTube video continues to generate views over time. So YouTube has said that 50% of lifetime views happen after the first 20 days. So consistent traffic for 2 to 3 years on average is what they're saying from videos, compounding your reach as your library actually grows. So here's what this means in real numbers. A LinkedIn post might get you 500 views in 2 days and then just die and fall off the cliff. A YouTube video might get you 500 views in the first month, but then 2,000 views by month 6, 5,000 views a year from now, and just keep growing year after year. And again, I'm seeing this firsthand with my videos that I've posted 3 years ago and are still appearing in search results, getting discovered by new viewers every single day, generating quality leads for a business, all while I'm working on something else, out riding my bike or sleeping. So think about this math. If each video brings you just one quality lead per month, a library of 20 videos means 20 potential new clients every single month without you creating any new content. So this is not about going viral or getting millions of views. It's about building a sustainable lead generation machine that grows in value over time. So unlike social media where you're constantly starting from scratch, what it feels like every single time you post to LinkedIn or Instagram, YouTube just keeps compounding. So those were the 4 factors of why I think YouTube is different from every other platform right now. So the opportunity hopefully is clear to you. Hey, what's up, crew? I just want to take a quick break from this video. I hope you're finding it useful. And I wanted to invite you to check out our collective program. It is our all access pass to every strategy, playbook, and our coaching to support you in building a high profit, high freedom business that gets you paid for your thinking, not just your doing. And we're actually hosting a live 6-week accelerator all around building our YouTube client machine in your business. So you're sitting here learning about our YouTube strategies. If you want to use YouTube to bring you leads and clients, then you should check out the link in the description to learn about the collective and get in before the live 6-week accelerator starts. The goal is simple during this accelerator. It is to build and launch your YouTube lead generation system in 6 weeks of live workshops led by me, starting with your simple conversion video that turns viewers into clients. So if that sounds interesting to you, check out the link in the description. Now let's get back to the content. You're probably having some doubts and or maybe some objections that I want to handle because I had the same doubts when I got started. You might be saying things like, well, I'm not a creator, or my industry isn't on YouTube. Am I even enough of an expert to teach and demonstrate my expertise on YouTube? I don't have time for another platform, or I don't know how to make my production quality perfect. And I'm here to tell you that I hear all of your concerns. I hear them all the time when new members start working with us. And I get it. I had all of those as well. But let me break down each of these and explain why I believe that they're outdated thinking and how, because of that outdated thinking, you're missing tons of opportunity. So the first one we'll cover is the I need to be a creator thing. So there's a crucial distinction between how creators make money and how business owners make money. Creators, in the most part, in a loose sense, will make money from views and subscribers. Their income is tied to views and subscribers because they're selling brand deals or sponsorship, where the amount of reach that they can get their brands and sponsors is tied to how much money they will make. So they need to have broader topics that can go far and wide in order to make a ton of money, which is why actually most creators don't make a lot of money. Now, business owners like you and I, we make money from leads and clients. And you don't need millions of views to get leads and clients from a video. I can have a very specific video about, how agencies can escape done for you work, get 500, 600, 1,000 views, and that could lead to, 5 to 6 figures in income over the course of weeks, months, and years as that video starts to compound and get more views because it's speaking directly to someone who needs what I can help them with. Which brings me to the second myth, which I hear all the time is I'm not expert enough. Here's the reality. I think you don't need to be the world's leading expert. You just need to be able to solve specific problems for a specific person. And if you've successfully helped even just one client, you have expertise that's worth sharing. Remember, people aren't looking for perfection on business and educational content. They're looking for solutions to their problems. I just needed to fix my garage. Our garage door opener was not working. I need to reset the thing. I found a very shaky YouTube video with okay quality. It was 3 minutes, but it solved my problem, right? I didn't care that he didn't have like fancy lights and all of that stuff. And I think while you want to have a nice mic and you would like to maybe use a good camera, it doesn't have to cost you thousands upon thousands of dollars to record videos like this. We have to focus on solving someone's problem. Now, the third myth goes to that quality production, right? And this is working against you right now. And there's tons of actual YouTube videos. I'll show you this upcoming in this series, that you don't need to be super polished. I mean, your videos can even start off as Loom videos or be recorded with your iPhone, which has an amazing camera. So YouTube's data shows that overly polished content often performs worse than authentic content, straightforward videos. Why? Because people trust real people, not perfectly scripted videos, right? I've stumbled a few times in me talking to you, and that's what would happen if I were having a real conversation with you anyway. So the more that you can be you in your videos is actually an advantage. Think about it. If you were going to hire someone, would you hire them only based off of their perfect video editing? Or would you like to see them solving problems in the real world and sharing insights that get you thinking? You just need three things. You need decent lighting, which a window could work. This is actually a window right here. I don't have fancy lights right now. Clear audio. There are mics that go for $50. I think this mic was, $200. And then valuable content, stuff that's already in your brain, stuff that you're probably already sharing to clients. That's what you need to get started. The fourth myth is that I don't have time for YouTube. It might feel like it's a ton of work, but let me flip this around for you. You don't have time not to be on YouTube. While you're sleeping, your LinkedIn posts disappear within hours. Your email open rates may or may not be declining. Cold outreach, if that's your way, which I've never been a fan of, is getting harder each and every single day. But YouTube videos keep working for years. Again, some of my videos are 6, 8 years old, and they keep bringing people to us. They are still, to this day, some of our top viewed videos in the last 30 days. They're working for me for years. One afternoon of recording, few hours, could give you content for months. And when you compare that against chasing the next lead or writing another social post that's going to disappear within hours, it feels way more bang for your buck when it comes to your effort. Which brings me to the last myth, which you might be saying, well, Greg, my industry isn't on YouTube. And actually, this is exactly why you should be there. When I search for most B2B topics, I find the same thing, a few poorly made videos with hundreds or low thousands of views. Why? Because people are desperately searching for content on this platform, but not a lot of people are still creating it. Your quote unquote boring industry, that's actually your advantage right now. While others fight for attention in crowded spaces, you can dominate your niche with a few decently made videos. And again, you want to make them good over time. The first ones are always going to be difficult. Go back and look at my channel, the beginning of days. Go back and look at Hormozy's channel, the beginning of when he got started. Look at any big creator right now, and you go back to their early videos, and they are definitely nowhere near how good they are right now. But they started, right? And so whatever market you're in, that whether it's boring or you think that people aren't there, start searching for some of the things and you'll see that there are videos there being looked for. So the opportunity is clear. But here's, to me, actually, what's even more exciting about YouTube that I think most people miss entirely. Now that we've cleared up those myths, let me show you the 4 reasons why YouTube isn't just another marketing channel. It's probably the most powerful platform that service providers can be using right now. Reason number 1 is the 24/7 sales engine. So let me share something interesting. Alex Hormozy discovered and shared on one of his past videos that to reach 100,000 targeted viewers with ads, you'd spend over $2,000. On YouTube, that same reach can cost nothing, like an hour or 2 planning and filming the video. But here's what's really fascinating. While an ad might get 15 to 30 seconds of attention, YouTube viewers watch for an average of 4.7 minutes. So think about those numbers. 0 direct ad costs, 4.7 minutes of attention, content that works for years, $12,000+ saved in yearly ad spend. Now, I'm not saying you don't need to or should never use ads. We still use a little bit of ads, but the comparison on like how much more you can get for quality content that serves versus paying to interrupt and get in front of people's attention is mind-boggling to me. And then the leads, they're just different. So 98% of our clients mention watching our YouTube videos before ever reaching out to get help. They're pre-educated. They're oftentimes pre-sold and already ready to work with us, which leads to shorter sales conversations, sometimes no sales conversation, and they're ready to get started. Now, reason number 2 is the trust machine. And video does something powerful that I think text and images can't. It builds real trust, rapport at scale. And when prospects watch your videos, they see how you think, they understand your approach, they connect with your personality. I have clients that have come to us that are like, they like mountain biking and like being out in the outdoors, and they think like me. They want this, they want similar things, right? And having that conversation, serving people that have shared values is really, really powerful when trying to convince someone or, show someone that you can actually help them. Like, that's that trust factor. So the result, like I said, our sales calls have gone 50% shorter because prospects already trust us. We're even in some situations where we don't even need sales calls. We had someone enroll the other day after 15 minutes. They're not really interviewing us anymore. There's less skepticism. There's less questions because we've shared so much of it for free on our channel. They're just ready to get started. Reason number 3 is that I look at YouTube as sort of like an all-in-one platform. What I mean by that is, unlike other platforms where you need like different strategies for awareness, different strategies for nurture and conversion, YouTube can actually do it all on one platform, right? There's the ability to have people discover you through search, so like search-related keyword-based videos. Then they can binge on your content through being suggested from one of your videos to the next video, creating that binge effect, which is really that kind of nurturing conversion element. And then you can have videos that are more sales oriented with more direct calls to action. Those are like YouTube video sales letters that move people into your sales process. And so all on one platform, on your channel, the types of videos that you're creating can kind of do all of these things. And it creates this little ecosystem that's, when done strategically, following at least our system, kind of gets people into that binge effect, into kind of that YouTube sales funnel, if you will. Compare this to your LinkedIn posts, which are dying after a handful of hours, Instagram's limited reach, TikTok's entertainment first algorithm. In order to build trust watching an Instagram reel or TikTok, you'd have to watch like thousands of 90-second reels to build the trust that you could deliver in one YouTube video that's 20 minutes. So reason number 4 is then the leverage effect, right? So here's where things get really interesting. Every video that you create becomes social media clips, email content, sales material, team training, client onboarding, standard operating procedures. One afternoon of recording a couple YouTube videos can create months of content across your entire business. All of my content is informed off of the videos that I'm creating. But here's what's really fascinating about YouTube, that there's actually some hidden benefits, at least I've found, outside of all of those things, which are reason enough to be doing it in the first place. The first one is kind of this like network effect. So imagine giving a presentation to a room full of your ideal clients. Then imagine doing that every single day, forever, while you sleep. That's YouTube. The fascinating piece about this is it's not just potential clients watching. I've had founders and CEOs reach out for partnerships, affiliate deals. I've been invited to speak at masterminds, paid conferences by organizers. Other experts have sought out collaboration, and even competitors of mine, people that I at least thought were competitors, have become allies and become really close friends, all from videos that I recorded months and sometimes even years ago. It's like having a business development team working for you 24/7. And the second hidden benefit is honestly just the learning loop. Something that's counterintuitive is teaching on YouTube actually makes you better at what you do. Every time I hop on camera and I attempt to explain a concept, I, for myself, understand it more deeply. I find new insights. I find new ways to say the same thing, but better. I spot gaps in my own thinking. I develop clear frameworks, which then go on to make better videos and put together training for my clients. So think about it. If you had to teach your expertise to others, which you kind of need to do if you're going to hire employees anyway, you'd naturally organize your thoughts better. You'd refine your processes better and strengthen your own methodology by teaching it, by sharing it with the world. And that's exactly what YouTube forces you to do when you want to show up on this platform each and every week. So most people think you need to be an expert to teach. And the reality is that teaching makes you an expert. Okay. So yes, YouTube can help you get clients, but I mean, the hidden benefits that I just mentioned, they could also transform your entire business and arguably your life. So now that you understand that YouTube is not just another platform and it's probably the most powerful business development tool, business growth tool that you're not yet using, this is really just the beginning, because in the next video, I'm going to show you my complete strategy, how I think about the videos that I'm making, the YouTube funnel, the YouTube system, if you will, that actually turns into leads every day and clients every week. So this video is part 1. Which we just talked about why, as a business owner, agency owner, service provider, you should be considering YouTube. The next video, we're going to talk about the system that drives the leads and the clients. Then we're going to talk about how to plan and script videos, simplifying your filming setup and some tips there, how to edit and repurpose your content so you have more leverage, and then using those YouTube videos in other parts of your business to create flow and freedom. So if you want to build a sustainable, repeatable lead generation, client winning machine using YouTube, then be sure to be subscribed, turn those notifications on. And in the comments below, I'd love to know which part of the YouTube opportunity excites you the most. Let's get some comments going down there. I'm going to read and respond to every single one. I'll see you in the next video. We're going to dive into kind of our YouTube strategy, which we call the YouTube client machine.